Hey everybody, I hope you're having another great week. I can't believe it's already Friday again. This week, at least for me, has really flown by. So, on Wednesday of this week, I decided to go live on Facebook and post a video of my machine quilting, which is a little bit intimidating because you never know what could happen with a live video, but it actually went really well. There were a few small glitches with it. My camera fell during the video, but overall, I think it went really well, and I'm going to try to do more of those in the future. So if you aren't already following my Facebook page, make sure you hop over to Facebook and follow that, and I will post over there when I hope to give like at least a day's notice next time, but I'll post over there when I'm going to do another video. But in today's video, I'm actually going to share part of what I shared in that live video. So don't be, it's not perfect. I'm going to warn you of that. It's not perfect, but there was a lot of great information that was discussed there. So I thought it would be really fun to share that here with you guys too. But a few things that happened in that live video were the questions that people were asking, and the questions that have been asked since have been really great questions. So I wanted to answer some of those here before I show you the video, and feel free to ask more questions. I love questions. When you ask questions, they really get my mind going, and then I can be a better teacher for you. I can, explain more and show more. So here's a few of the questions. What type of batting are you using? So I think I discussed this before, but it just seems to be a recurring question. My favorite types of batting to use are Quilter's Dream Wool and Quilter's Dream Poly Deluxe. I've had really great success with both of those battings, so that's what I'm sticking with. Let's see. Another great question, do you stitch in the ditch on every quilt? Yes, if it's custom quilting. If it's an edge-to-edge computerized, no. But if it's custom quilting, I do stitch in the ditch. I love the way that stitch in the ditch really helps bring the piecing to life. And usually I'm wanting to add to the piecing. So for me, it's a little bit more time consuming, but I feel that stitch in the ditch is totally worth it. Let's see. Another great one is, what is your stitch length? So when I am doing machine quilting, especially ruler work, I always keep my machine at 12 stitches per inch. I quilt on a gamma machine, and I always use the stitch regulated mode. I've found with my ruler work that it really works well. So that's what I like to work with. And another great question is, what is your go-to thread color? Okay, my favorite go-to thread color is number 402. It's So Fine by Superior Threads. And up here you can see I do have the link. You can now pick up that thread on my website. I also like to use number 624, the bottom line thread, for my bobbin. It's a great color. It blends really nicely, and it's also now available on my website. So I hope you'll enjoy this fun little live version. It's totally raw. It's how it was, so I hope you enjoy it. I hope it helps to answer some questions, and I'll be back on Monday with another machine quilting video. Have a great weekend. Hey guys, I'll give everyone just a couple minutes to log on here, but I'm going to be doing some live machine quilting here. I've never actually quilted live on Facebook, so you never know what could happen. My machine could just quit working for the first time or something, but we'll wait just a couple minutes for everyone to get on. A few things before I do start. I will be using my 4-in-1 machine quilting ruler in this video, and also the thread that I'm going to be using is So Fine by Superior Threads on the top, and Bottom Line, which is also by Superior Threads. That's what I'll be using on my bobbin. And guess what? I have a surprise. At the end of the video, I'll probably actually select the winner after, but I'm going to do a giveaway for one of my 4-in-1 machine quilting rulers. So all you have to do is share this video, leave a comment, and tell me where you're from, and you'll be entered to win one of these machine quilting rulers. My favorite ruler ever. Okay, so just leave a comment, tell me where you're from, share the video, and you'll be entered to win. So just a couple more minutes, we'll let a few more people get on, and then I'll start machine quilting. Hope you're all having a great day. I live in Utah, in southern Utah, and it's nice and warm here today. It's supposed to get to about 60 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's perfect for me. Hi, Mimi. Is it warm in Ohio? Hopefully it's warm. I know it's only January, but we get spring fever here really early in southern Utah. So if you're still just joining us, if you didn't see already, I'm going to be doing a live machine quilting video. Hi, Sophia from Costa Rica. So I'm going to be quilting in just a minute, but I am going to do a giveaway for one of my 4-in-1 machine quilting rulers. If you are interested, you can pick one up. There's the link in this post. It's not warm where you are. That makes it perfect for quilting when it's cold outside. Anyway, so I'm going to give away a ruler. I'll probably just announce it in the comments after everything's all done. So all you have to do to enter to win is share this video and then tell me where you're from. Pretty easy. Okay, so I'll just wait maybe like 2 or 3 more minutes. Yeah, because we're only just barely after 1 o'clock. So I'll wait maybe about 3 more minutes and then we'll get started. So the quilt that I'm quilting on today is pretty colorful. I'll turn this around so you can see. So it's this quilt. It's a super, super cute beachy quilt. It's actually one, if you're interested in the pattern, it's designed by my local quilt shop and it's called Beach Break. It's so cute. I'll post pictures of this on my blog when I'm all done with it, but it's just such a fun quilt. So, let's see. It's a snow day in the South. Are you in Texas? I can't believe all that snow you got there. Or if you're in Texas, Susan. It's so weird. Anyway, so the reason that I wanted to let you know about the threads that I'm going to be using today is you can see the variety in colors I've got going on here. And, oh, and you have ice in Louisiana. That is so crazy. It's nice and warm. I don't know if you heard me say it's like 60 degrees here in southern Utah, so it's warm. Anyway, so this quilt, you can see this huge variety in colors that I've got going on here, and I'm going to just use one thread color. Let's turn this back around so you can see me. Oh, hi from Australia, Lainey. It's probably warm there. Okay, so I'm going to quilt this quilt and just use one thread color. The thread color that I like to use is number 402. I think it's called Pearl by Superior Threads. Ooh, I bet Minnesota's cold, Mary. So it is available for purchase on my website if you're interested in it. I also have the bottom line thread, my favorite bobbin thread, available on the website as well as the rulers. Ooh, that's cold. That's a drastic change in Mississippi, Susan. Minnesota, hey everyone. It's so fun to see where everybody's from. Okay, so we're ready. I'm going to go live and do some machine quilting. You'll just see it as it is. So who knows what could happen here? My kids aren't home, so no one hopefully should die. But you never know what could happen with a live video. So here we go. So if you are new, make sure that you comment, tell me where you're from, and share the video because I will be giving away, I'll probably announce it in the comments after the video is done, but I'm going to give away one of my 4-in-1 machine quilting rulers. I'm going to be demoing how I use it along with a bit of free motion quilting. So because this quilt is such a beachy, fun, summery quilt, and it's a little bit modern even though it has a lot of applique, so I'm going to do a variety of free motion quilting. Hi in Sweden and Kentucky. So there will be ruler work and free motion quilting. So you're all ready. I'm going to mount this on my machine. So it's going to take just a second for me to get everything going. And then I won't be able to answer any questions or anything while I'm actually quilting. So I'll quilt for a little bit and then stop, answer some more questions if you have any questions. Like I said, the tools that I'm using today are all available for purchase on my website. Okay. If everyone's ready, here we go. I'm going to turn this around. And I think you should still be able to hear me talk. I'll speak a little bit throughout this, but mostly you just get to see me doing some fun machine quilting. So right now you can see I'm going to be quilting on green, but I'm still using this 402 thread. It's this nice off-white thread that just blends so nicely with everything. See, I told you we're live, and of course it would fall off because of that. Okay, let's get back up here. Okay, hopefully that will be a little bit better. Hopefully there's not too much vibration going on there with the camera. I can't really see what's happening. So you can see as I use my ruler, I'm lining up. I'm using my ruler for the measurements. I'm not doing any marking for these straight lines. I'm sure that you've noticed that I'm adding a little bit of these straight lines in these prints, but because this one is so small, it's maybe only a ½ inch, I'm not going to actually quilt a line through the center of that one. Back over here. So hopefully you're able to see that and see how cute it's looking. It just really brings this quilt to life. Okay, since this quilt is kind of modern, kind of traditional with the applique, and it's a beach quilt, so it's really fun. So I'm actually going to continue this straight line right here into some of this background area, or this outside border, for probably just a few inches, and then I'll add in some of my swirly feathers. So you'll see a little bit of ruler work, a little bit of ruler work, and then some free motion. And actually, see, I told you this is live. My thread shredded right there. Hurry and rethread. Make sure if you're new to watching this video that you share and leave a comment. Share this post and leave a comment telling me where you are from. I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I'll probably announce it after the video is done, after everything's posted, but I'm actually going to be giving away one of my 4-in-1 machine quilting rulers. So make sure to share and comment. Okay, so we're going to go back to some of those straight lines through here. And I actually like the size of that, just the 3 lines, so I'm going to leave those lines there. Now I'll go into the swirly feathers. So this is a fun little filler motif that I often quilt in backgrounds. It's pretty fast. It's kind of softens things up a bit, but I do teach it step-by-step pictures how to quilt this in my book, Visual Guide to Free Motion Quilting. No, actually, it's in my book, Next Steps in Machine Quilting. So check that out there. Okay, so hopefully you're kind of getting the idea of what's happening on here. See that I'm quilting straight to the edge. I can see some of your comments, but I can't see everything just because of the way that the machine is. So I'll quilt for just a few more minutes, and then I'll turn the camera back around and answer your questions. So if you have questions, make sure to leave them. If you're new, share this post and tell me where you're from, and you'll be entered to win one of my 4-in-1 quilting rulers. So I'll give you a few more minutes on this filler before I answer the questions. Okay, let's take this off. Move. Sorry, I'm trying not to make you sick, but sometimes that seems to happen. I was seeing if I could focus in on this. It's kind of blurry. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what I wanted you to see here, the video stopped. I'm not sure why. It still says I'm live. That's weird. Okay, so what I wanted you to see here, this is what I just quilted. And I'm going to use that same color of thread all the way through all of this. So you can see I use the off-white, well, pearl thread on all of these colors and how nicely it blends. My 4-in-1 ruler. I also use on the bobbin, I use a really nice fine thread that's called Bottom Line, that's by Superior Threads as well. But I do have all of these products that I'm using available for purchase on my website, peaceandquilt.com. I believe the link's on this post. Okay, so let's turn this around, and I'm gonna, sorry, I had to put my hair in a ponytail because I have to quilt with a ponytail. Okay, let's answer some questions. If you have questions, make sure that you are asking them. Oh, someone else in Utah. Using my friends. Betty's using her friend's long arm. Thank you. Oh, everybody's so kind. I love seeing where you're all from. I'm just reading all these comments. Okay, so it looks like you guys are all just kind and watching. It's fun seeing where you're all from. So again, like I said, just leave a comment. Let me know where you're from. I'll probably give this. Okay, there's a good question. What is the 4-in-1 ruler and what's the thread weight? That is Susan asking. Okay, so the 4-in-1 ruler, this is it. It's hard to see it very well because I'm on here. Anyway, so this is a machine quilting ruler that I designed. I am doing the machine quilting that I showed you here on a Gamma long arm machine. It's the 22-inch machine. It can be used though on pretty much any machine. The only machine I would probably say maybe not is a featherweight, which you probably don't want to quilt something on a featherweight. But so over on my YouTube channel, I have several videos demonstrating all 4 sides of the ruler. So it's a 1/4-inch thick ruler. So if you want to use it on your domestic machine, you totally can. The only thing you have to make sure you have is a ruler foot. Now, most machine manufacturers make a ruler foot. It's a 1/4-inch, like it's a thicker foot, similar to what I'm using here. I'm going to turn this around for a second. It's a foot similar to this. So can you see how that foot is thick? You need a thick foot like that in order to do ruler work. Now, I know not all machine manufacturers make a thick ruler like this, or a thick foot like this, but I do know there are a lot of aftermarket feet out there. And one of my students one time brought me a list that showed, I'm sure you can find this online, you'll just have to Google it or something, but it showed every brand of machine and where you could get the ruler foot. It was really, really a cool thing. So there are ruler feet out there available for pretty much every type of machine. Don't use, the other thing I do say when it comes to ruler work, do not use your rotary rulers. When you're machine quilting with a ruler, you can, like the ruler can pop up when you're quilting. I'll turn this around again so I can show you. So you see this? So the ruler, even though it's this nice base, and I have a ruler base plate under here, so you can see this is pretty flat now. It's because I have the extended base plate on my machine. You really need to, you have to have a base plate, an extended base plate. Extend your throat under there. Otherwise, ruler quilting is going to be a nightmare if you didn't have one. But even though I have this nice base right here, your ruler can pop up like that, and your needle bar could hit it. If your needle bar hits it, it will probably take a little nick out of the ruler. These rulers are pretty durable. So even though I've hit mine several times on accident, you can see that it didn't break. But if you're using a rotary ruler and it pops up there, that ruler's toast. And we all know that rulers aren't cheap. So don't ruin one. Okay, so let's see. There's a few more questions on here. Okay, so the thread weight, Susan also asked. So the thread, the So Fine, is a 50 weight thread. The color that I'm using is pearl. I have it available for purchase on my website, or you can also get it straight from Superior Threads. On my bobbin, I'm using Bottom Line, which is also by Superior Threads. I also have it on my website, and it's a 60 weight, so it's a really, really fine thread. But because that thread is so fine, I don't know if pun was intended there, but it just blends so nicely and takes on the other colors, so I can quilt a whole quilt like this that's very colorful and not have to change my thread colors. Let's see. Can it be used with machine quilting? My straight lines. Yes, Susan. She's asking, can this ruler, I'm assuming you're asking about the ruler. She says, can it be used with machine quilting? My straight lines can use some help. Absolutely. So people have asked me quite a few times lately, do I leave that extended base plate on my machine? Yes. And the reason why is because I do some type of ruler quilting on pretty much every single quilt I quilt if it's custom. You know, if it's an edge-to-edge computerized thing, then I take it off. But for anything that has custom quilting, then I'm using my ruler. And if you want to comment mean things, you can, because I'm good at ignoring rude comments. Let's see. Okay, so Sharon asked, does the ruler have a non-slip back? No, it doesn't. So the reason why I don't have a non-slip back on is if you're watching, you probably noticed that I move my ruler around pretty quickly, and I feel like the grip gets in the way for me. I can't move my ruler as quickly. So that's totally personal preference. If you like if you feel like you're more in control with the grip on the back, go ahead and use it. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay, next question. Okay, so Natalie asked a great question. I'm a beginning long armor. I'm learning edge to edge right now, but I'd like to learn free motion. How did you start free motion? Doodling on a whiteboard or scrap fabric? So all of the above. I have been a doodler as long as I can remember. As a child, doodled. I've just always doodled. You know, whenever have free time, I'm doodling. So think about 3rd grade. For most of us is probably when we learned how to write in cursive. So machine quilting is essentially grown-up cursive, grown-up doodling. If you can write it with a continuous line, you can quilt it. So try to think of things like that. So another thing that might be really helpful for you, Natalie, is the pantograph patterns. I'm a huge fan of them. I think they are so helpful in not only gaining control of your machine, but also helping you to learn muscle memory, to learn paths, to help you visualize, to help you think ahead. So if you're not feeling very confident in your own free motion skills, but want something like that, get a few pantos and practice those over and over. They are awesome. Not only are they great for machine quilting, but they're great learning tools. Okay. Oh, snow, 6 inches, crazy. Thank you, Janine. Is it Janine? I don't know if it's Janine or Jenny. Thank you. I do have a few videos on feathers, but I do also have a book. My feather book is Visual Guide to Free Motion Quilting Feathers. Okay, so on your machine, this is a great one. I have the aftermarket foot. Just need to know if you have a high shank, low shank, or slant shank. Honestly, as long as you can fit that ruler in there, I've only seen a couple of machines that have a problem with the shank. And it's generally because the screw, like the eye of the screw, is really large. So if you have that problem, when I'm saying it's large, it's meaning it's so large that it's hitting the ruler. And when I've had students with that issue, then we just replace that screw with a smaller eye, and it has worked. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Evie's asking, I've had a hard time figuring out a technique holding any rulers. Any recommendations? I've been looking closely at your 4-in-1. So here's my honest opinion. Find something that works well for you. I personally don't like to use rulers that have a handle on them. It's uncomfortable for me. I have long fingers, so I don't know if you noticed when I was doing ruler work, not only am I moving the ruler around pretty quickly, I like to hold my hand out flat on the ruler. For me, that just works best. So part of the reason why I designed this ruler was something that was comfortable for me to hold on to while I was doing the quilting. Rhonda, I'm sorry that you don't like that I wasn't looking at the camera. I'm trying to read and answer questions, so this is just me. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Susan's asking because she does also quilt on a gamel. Is that the foot that's on the gamel? Yes, so this is the standard foot that comes on the gamel. I also have the quick change feet, but I really like this, just the standard foot on my machine. I have switched back and forth, but that's just my favorite. And Laura says, thanks, that's awesome. Thank you, Laura. Thank you to everybody for watching today. It's totally just for fun. I hope you all enjoyed it. You can pick up, like I said, the rulers or the thread on my website, peaceandquilt.com, and check out my YouTube channel. I'm sharing videos over there every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So make sure to comment, even if you're not actually watching this live. I'll give a little bit of time for other people to watch, but you can still share this video. Leave a comment, tell me where you're from, and you will be entered to win one of these 4-in-1 machine quilting rulers. So thank you, everybody. See ya.